What's up, everyone? We're going to work on learning how to pack and stack your torso, how to feel that brace. Really simple drill that can help you practice that through the law of irradiation and asymmetrical loading, which are a couple fancy schmancy terms to let you know I read a book or two. What we're going to do here is take a kettlebell. I got a light one, it's only 20 pounds, and we're going to do this bottoms up. So I'm going to demonstrate just basically a squat before. A lot of people, when they just squat, well, they're just fold, right? My arms shot forward, my body rounded over, there's no packing, there's no stacking, there's no control. Yes, I hit depth, but I completely rounded over the entire pattern, which happens to a lot of people when they squat because they lack tension, or the pattern goes off, and since their shoulders go forward, their hips come up and come back, and they do this good morning style finish to a squat, which doesn't help you, especially when you have to deadlift and comp later. So we don't want to fatigue out the hamstrings and low back. So how do we learn how to pack and stack and create that brace? Simple. We're going to take this kettlebell, one side only, that's the asymmetrical loading, it's not bilateral. One side, and have it bottoms up, because when I do this, I'm going to automatically retract my shoulder, depress my shoulder by holding this up. The law of radiation, I'm squeezing my hand, everything's tensing all the way through from tricep to lat to serratus, oblique on one side, but more importantly, oblique on the other side to keep me from tipping over, and then from here, take my breath in. My whole body, torso locked up into one unit. Look at that upright posture, look at those knees forward and out, everything tracked on its own. By creating that trunk stability, the body functions much more easily through the law of radiation and through that loading pattern. Holding it here, coming up, and then simply we're switching sides because obviously we want to do both sides because we're single side asymmetrical loaded. Once you learn how to do this, it's so much easier to learn how to do this. Or to learn how to do this. Because when you get that idea of packing and stacking your torso together, it's how we do it on both squats and deadlifts. It is the same packing. We're packed and stacked together for our deadlift, or actually be more hinged this way, or packed and stacked together for our squat. That way the body stays upright, the weight stays over midfoot, our balance is equal throughout the whole body. In raw, we're only as strong as what we can stabilize through the given range of motion. So practice your stability through those ranges of motion. Learn how to feel it, that's proprioception, ability to tell where you are in space. Develop that pattern, always practice it. This is kind of something you should do every day if you can. Buy a 20-pound kettlebell, practice it every day. 10 reps each side, divided by 2 if you have to. 5 times 2, I don't care. But get better at the skill because it will transfer to the bar. Like it, save it, share it, or someone will hunt you down and probably give you like a Dutch oven or something.